We're back, and I've got something very special to show you guys. Pretty cool, right? Cho Sang-woo Funko Pop. And I also got cards graded for the very first time in my life. So I haven't actually looked through, I accidentally saw one of them, but there's the beauties there. I'm sure you're familiar with how card grading works, but basically you send your cards off and you get a rating from 1 to 10. So I sent off 25 cards, all of which I pulled myself. So I didn't buy them anywhere, I didn't get given them by anybody. They're all cards I spent my hard-earned money on, well, gambling, to open and pull out of packs. So the idea with just going as slow as I can through these. Oh, Latius. So the idea with the cards is you have centering. Oh, I can actually show, here's an example. So say this is a rare card, you look at the centering, which is where it's placed on the card. I see something shiny. So you ideally want to send cards away that have good centering, because to get a 10, your card needs to have 50. Oh, that's not too bad. Your card needs to have a 55 to 45 ratio, I think it is now. So basically, something completely out of your control. You could have the card in the best condition ever, no scratches on the surface, nothing on the edges, but because of the Pokemon Center's quality control, you may still get a 9, which is still fine. So I went through, let's just, okay, so I haven't seen any of these. So I sent it, Lalo, be quiet. Okay, first, that is not bad. No, I was not expecting a 9.5. So I sent mine off to CGC. It was about $22 per card to get them engraded and encased in this plastic thing. And I think all up with shipping insurance, probably spent about 800 Australian. And I can make money, not that I'm going to sell these, if I get graded a 10. Basically, if you get a 10, the card quite often doubles in value. And if you get a 9, you're usually breaking even and sometimes losing money, but 9.5 is not bad at all. I don't know if you can hear that, but Lilo's going crazy in the background. So I'm hoping for at least 10 10s out of 25 cards. Oh shit. Okay, good start. So with CGC, I found they're pretty much, or even sometimes better than PSA card grading. CGC 10s do usually sell for a little less than PSA, but the cool thing about CGC is you can actually get something known as a Pristine 10. And that is, I don't know, I honestly don't know if we'll get any because it's very rare, but wait. I think the gold label means it's pristine. That is very convenient. Alright. Oh shit. Okay. We've got the wife who I hope she's of age. I'll edit that out if she's not. So yeah, this is handy. So Pristine 10, you get the really cool black label. It basically means everything about the card is perfect. The centering, and I think down to like a microscopic level of 10 times. So there's, yeah, so these are very rare, and they usually sell for a little bit more than a PSA 10 would. Shush, Lilo. But I mean, we're off to a really good start. I was hoping for 10. What is that? We've got 2 10s so far. Okay, this is a funny one. So I mean, I'm just a really big fan of Ditto. I'm pretty sure this getting a 10 just breaks even because it's not a valuable card and it costs, you know, $22 to put it in the case. But it did get a 10, and that's what I like to see. I was actually not too sure about this one. Okay, I almost saw that. Okay, so this one's going to be a Japanese card based by the back. I do have some cool Japanese cards. Let's... Oh, okay. Fucking hell, another 10. So I remember this one was really expensive raw. So I think it was like 200 raw. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is 300. I'll actually be putting the prices up on the screen so you know how much money I how much money I gained or lost on this grading expenditure. That is so cool. How many 10s is that? This is ridiculous. We're already, I think we've got 4 and one's Pristine. So that's from the Eevee Heroes set. Oh, another Japanese card. Maybe we'll get another Eevee Heroes. Okay, yes we did. So that is handy. This seems very scripted. So this is from the Eevee Heroes set, which I think a sealed booster goes for like at least $500 these days. I think these were actually one of the first packs I opened on this channel. And I pulled, I'm pretty sure I pulled these two in the same video from 2 boxes. And I know I overpaid at the time, but maybe I shouldn't have kept them sealed because I got these out of it. But yeah, that is so cool. Such a sick card. So yeah, most of these cards are all from the last 5 years. I did actually submit a few cards. Okay, I thought it was going to line up again. And now I keep forgetting to look at the score. Another 10. Okay, this card is a funny one. So this was the Shining Fates set, which was basically the Hidden Fates set, but worse. And when I pulled this card, it was worth, I think, $300 or maybe more. 300 US at least. It might have been 500 Australian. Lalo, stop it. Stop eating shit. So I think this was about 500 Australian. And then naturally the Pokebubble popped. Well, it's back now. But now this graded, I believe, is worth about... This graded a 10, I believe, is worth 300 Australian. So that was a massive drop in value. One of the few cards I would have been better off selling at the start. So I know for 100% certainty that some of the... Another one! What the hell? This is so good. What? I actually thought I did a bad job. I was like, hopefully I get 10, but I'm probably thinking I get like 5. So yeah, this is also from the Hidden Fate sets, which is a really good set. I think a sealed ETB goes for about 650 these days. You see all the cards stacked perfectly on top of each other as well. I think we're definitely gonna hit the target of 10 10s at this rate, so let's use this luck to pull open another pack, I reckon. Man, this video is gonna take forever to edit. It also took, I think, almost 2 months for the cards to be sent and come back to me. It took about almost a month before they even graded them. And then I had to avoid... Right, okay, we did it right. Then I had to avoid looking at the online form to not know what these were graded. Your little Elekid, Tinkertuff, Tatsugiri, Vanillux, Defiance Vest, Reverse Gimmighoul, Reverse Wugtrio, and a Volcanion Hollow. Well, all the luck's going into the graded stuff, so I'm not complaining. So I did also open, because when I first started watching Max Mofo Pokemon, I did also... Oh, there we go. This works out... only 8.5 though. So this actually works out well for the tangent. So I did buy a box of XY Evolutions, right? Yes, this is XY Evolutions. And Shining Legends, and I didn't keep these in the best condition because, you know, normally I put them in a sleeve and then a hard sleeve where the GFs come in, but these I just kept in regular sleeves. And I knew honestly going in that these wouldn't get 10s. I mean, I'm glad this is even an 8.5. Not too sure. It looks like the centering looks really good, right? But there's probably some scuffs on the edges I didn't pick up on. You know, there's little thing. Oh yeah, there's like a bit of whitening in the corner. But again, can't complain. These were more a nostalgia thing, if anything. Well, if you could call 2016 nostalgic. So I think I also sent away a Evolutions Charizard. Oh shit. So this is I think was the best pull from the Celebration set. This is another one where when I pulled it, I believe it was worth about $150, and I imagine graded now as a 10, it might even be worth the same or less. But that is a sick card. That is a sick card. We have actually, I think we've already hit 10 10s, or we're close to it. Yeah, this is, I thought I did a bad job. I'm actually kind of in awe of my skill. Alright. So I only sent a few Japanese cards away, but they're all really cool ones. Oh, fuck. Oh shit. How does, oh my god. I mean, I can't complain. I was honestly hoping a Pokemon Pristine, but look, as you can see, you got the centering's great. I imagine the surfaces is perfect. Damn. One Japanese and one English, and they're both waifus. I hope I can say that. Clara from the Matchless Fighters Japanese. And honestly, these might be hard to find prices for, because the population amount of CGC Pristine 10s is probably quite low. And then you've also got to sell them, and the prices might vary a shitload, so we'll see. I sent the cards away with good centering on purpose. Okay, this one cannot get a 10. This one can't get a 10. Yeah, okay, good. I was like, wait, is CGC handing these out for free? Why am I celebrating not getting a 10? It's a sick one too. Look at that, Shining Ho. And so this was from the Black Star promos? Yeah, okay. It was from a Shining Legends Elite Trainer box, which is the other thing I bought back in 2017. It must have been after watching Max Mofo. And then when I got back into it during COVID is where the rest of these came from. Another Japanese, okay. Yes! Okay, this is like, I'm such a big fan of these plasticine ones. Another 10. So this, well, it will tell me, won't it? Okay, this is Remix Belt in Japanese. And I can't remember, I think they're worth more in Japanese than English, which is a rare. I might be wrong, the prices will tell me. Whatever's on screen will tell you guys. But look at that. This was a secret rare of the team up cards. It was rare basically, and yeah, I just love plasticine creatures. Look at that. Look at that. But yeah, I don't know if they maybe they didn't print too many of it. It is from 2019, so maybe they printed a lot of the English, but not so much of the Japanese, and that's why it's worth more. All right, coming up on another 10. What is happening? I'll have to put a 10 count in the corner because I think we've only got like 3 or 4 non-10s, and they've still been like 8s and 9s. This was a promo. Oh, again, it tells me on the label. What was this for? I don't even know what set this was for. But it was for a VMAX Battle Box promo Blastoise. It would have been a long time ago, and I would have opened it off screen, but it looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. When am I going to take an L, man? This is like... So, like, going into this, I knew all my Evolutions cards would not get 10s. And that's proven true so far. Another one! Fuck. Yeah, I love this card. So this was from... I actually remember I don't need the tag for this. This was from the Celebrations UPC, which is going for about $600 these days. And this is the... This came with 2 cards, this and a Pokeball, as well as the Metal, Charizard, and Pikachu cards. I love these solid color cards. They've got a solid black and a solid white one coming up for the black and white set, if this video has come out before the releases. But, Jesus, I picked these really well. I was doubting myself. I was like, oh, did I really make sure the setting was good? Did I just send off anything? Okay, well, this is something... This is a good one, because this is something... Still surprised it got a 9.5. Like, I love this art. Celebi, I'm a pretty big fan of Celebi. You can see the centering, right? Look at the side there, and then look at the side on the right side. It's just horrendous. I'm honestly surprised this got a 9.5. I know, I think I'm gonna guess everything about it is perfect apart from the centering. So this may have been a case where if the centering was perfect, I would have got a Pristine. But, you know, the Pokemon Center quality control let me down. But, yeah, that card is sick. 9.5, I cannot complain. So, I'm actually, like, every card so far that has gotten under a 10 is ones I assumed wouldn't get a 10. So, I could turn this into a little business, you know? So, this is, again, another full art shiny from Hidden Fates. This just had so many pulls, like... Shining Fates that came a little after, like all the full arts are pretty mid. I did actually get a Ditto graded as well from memory, but you know, this is just like it had all the favorites. I haven't even, you saw the Espeon, you saw the Mewtwo. I still haven't gotten the Charizard graded, which goes for, I think, $900 raw. Hopefully this video is not too long, but you know, if you're still here, then you clearly don't care about the yapping. And we've got... No! I mean, it's still good, it's still good. I think this was from the first video when I started uploading on this channel regularly again. I did know this wasn't going to get a 10. I don't know if I'm complaining. Like, again, see, you can see left side, right side. So one of those cases where probably perfect in every other way. And I mean, 9.5 isn't bad. Don't know how that ranks in price. I assume it will be around a PSA 9. But yeah, that's definitely not getting a 10. Maybe PSA would give it a 10 a few years ago because they were a bit sloppy. But okay, another Japanese card. I actually don't remember what this could be. Oh, that's right. Oh, another 10. Okay, I just remembered. So one of my favorite cards I own, which is in here, is the Moltres, the Galarian Moltres. So this is the Galarian Zapdos, if you're not caught up. In Sword and Shield, there was DLC where they introduced these variants of the original 3 birds. But yeah, I didn't get the Articuno, but wait till you see this Moltres, which I hope is a 10, because that would be awesome. It is, I think it is what my favorite card that I own. Is this it? No. Okay. Oh, 9. That's not bad. I honestly, like, look at the... So this was from the reprint set, Evolutions, 2016. Bro, 9 years ago. And this was a Holo Charizard, so just naturally always the chase card. Yeah, again, I basically bought a bunch of Evolutions, one booster box in 2017, opened them all, and then I didn't get back into Pokemon for 4 years. Kind of like the Minecraft phase, a little bit. Alright, come on. What do we got? Another Japanese. Oh, this could be the Moltres. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Look at that. That, like, you gotta... That is just amazing. That is such a sick card. God, I need to work out this reflection. But look at that. And it's a 10. The amount of 10s is, like... I got an eye for this. You know, I got a bit of an eye for this. But yeah, just one of those cases where I don't know why this isn't a Pristine. I'm obviously not going to complain. There's probably, you know, like a... There might be a little scuffing, very minimal scuffing on the corners, or basically it's pristine to the naked eye. It's when you zoom in on things and get computers involved, not so much. That is sick. That is so sick. I don't think I got any of the birds in English, but I ain't complaining. I think that's all the celebrations and Japanese cards left, so... Oh, fuck me. So this one, again, this is why Hidden Fates was so good. You had all these shiny favorites, but you also had some of these really cool cards. I think this has tripled in value in the last few years, or maybe the last year, because of, you know, all the sneakerheads getting into the hobby again. Well, you know, if you could call scalping a hobby. I actually have another one of these. I sent this one off because it had the better centering of the two, because I didn't want to send off any dupes. But yeah, that is a really cool card. And I think also, because the new Team Rocket set coming out, which this video may be out before it's out, there is no Jesse and James card, so I think that helped the value go up as well. Another 10! So this is from the Battle Styles set, which had, from memory, not too many cards. There's a really cool full art Tyranitar that I didn't pull. But I have another one of these, and again, I sent away the one that had the best centering. And I'm just surprised they're all getting 10s, because what can happen a lot is you send it away, has perfect centering, but there's a big scratch that you missed. Okay, we've only got 2 left. Hopefully it ends on another 10. Oh, there's the fat boy. There's the big boy. So again, this is, I think, one of those cards I probably still took a loss on, or broke even though it got a 10, because it's only worth probably like $10 raw, and then I paid $22 for the grading. 10 does, it does vary, because, you know, someone's favorite Pokemon could be Ditto and they're looking for a 10 and they'll pay above market for it. But yeah, I mean, Jesus, this is, how many 10s is that? It's got to be like almost 20, right? Like at least 15. Final, wait, another Japanese? Final card. Oh, yes! That's almost perfect. Of course, the shiny Charizard is the last card we get. Oh my lord. So I think this isn't worth as much because Japanese, easy to pull. And in English, I think it's worth like double, but like that's a sick one. That is a sick one. Fuck me. Another, how good am I? Like, come on, you guys gotta admit. 10. How many 10s is that? Yeah, there's the big stack. Oh, we've also got one pack to finish off on. Jesus, the recording's half an hour. I hope I can get this under 20 minutes. I don't even know if this is interesting to anybody. A lot of people just like watching the pulls, and fair enough. But yeah, every single card you saw is something I pulled myself. And I'm gonna guess I may have made about $1,000 in profit from grading that. So, you know, all these card shops and people who grade for a full-time job, you know, would be pretty profitable if you could be bothered flipping all those cards. And with final card is a regular Skeledirge. I would call that a success. I was very scared that the package would get lost. Because, like, you know, even though I bought insurance, imagine it goes lost. It's like, there goes... Replacing the cards wouldn't really be the same as having your own cards. But yeah, that's my first grading ever. And very, very successful. I think I might get a bit of an ego from that, and then I'll send away more and get no 10s. But yeah, there is probably my favorite card. I do still have a lot of cards I want to get graded, so I'll do that in the future when the tariffs aren't screwing everything over. When Trump stops doing a little trolling and lets me send my Pokemon cards in peace. There are the 2 Pristines. No Pokemon, but maybe next time. And thanks for watching.